really cursed to be alone for the rest of our life because we're really strong and empowered and too smart for any man out there? Are there really no men that are really smart enough or strong enough to be with us, to help us, to share our life with us, to take care of us, to make us feel safe? Well, you know what? If you believe that is bullshit. This is one of the limiting beliefs, and these are the false beliefs that we have as strong women, because it is a very different world today. We are strong, we are smart, we are empowered, we have all the information in the world to be able to do whatever we want without relying or depending on men. But you know what? Here's the reality. What is wrong with being dependent on a man? What if I can deliver you a man that is exactly what you need to be able to take your life to the next levels? Would you say no to me? Well, if you say yes, absolutely, Susan, absolutely bring me that man, which means that you are not ready to settle with being alone for the rest of your life. Although there is nothing with being alone for the rest of your life, nothing wrong with that. However, there's only something wrong if you're yearning to share your great life with somebody who is there right by your side, who has your back, whom you can trust with your heart. And yes, that is very possible. I know. I found it, and it has not been easy for him to be married to me. But you know what? I have had to learn to teach him exactly what I need. I've had to learn to use my voice. I have learned to see what my vulnerabilities were, because you know what? It's not fun to be wearing an armor. We do want to share our life with somebody who does have our back and whom we trust. And yes, there are lots of men out there, and I'm going to show you now.
That I had faced with respect to a spouse who was not terribly open in communication, often not responding at all, and how that carried forward into my second relationship and how I dealt with the differences that existed between the two. I would say that there was a certain frustration with the, call it, silent treatment, if I may do so. But in the second relationship, it is much more open in terms of communication, in terms of speaking one's mind, in terms of putting issues on the table, in terms of dealing with issues. And it's a sea change in terms of the experience. It is much more positive. It's not to say that it's less painful. At times it's quite painful. But everything is out there. It's dealt with. It is resolved. There are steps that are taken to improve things for the future so that issues diminish and hopefully over time disappear completely. The difference between the silent treatment and communicating openly, even if it's abrupt and rough and difficult in the moment, is that one knows that one is working towards resolution. When one is not speaking about issues, there is no resolution, and honestly, one doesn't even know if one is working towards anything, good or bad. So, as difficult as it can be, the approach of speaking openly, very frankly, and sometimes very bluntly, is the preferred approach, and it's been a breath of fresh air for me.